Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell and today we are doing our April lettering. I want to go ahead and apologize. I did not get up a video for our March lettering. We actually went out of town at the beginning of March, and I just didn't have time to get the lettering video done for March. But we're back. We're going to be doing April. If you're interested in taking our online lettering class to learn more about lettering, this is where you can find it, kellvplan.teachable.com. And if you use this code, you can get 50% off the class. In this video, I'm not going to be teaching you how to letter. I'm just going to be teaching you how to do the words. So if you need to learn how to do like the individual letters and how to connect them and things like that, you would want to take our lettering class for that. So this is where you can find the class, and you can use that code for 50% off. And I'm excited to announce that our lettering journal is back in stock. So if you missed out when we released this in December, it is back in stock. We had the markers back in stock. When this video releases, I don't know if they're still in stock. I hope they are. And I hope the lettering journal is too. Honestly, we restocked it a couple days ago. When this video publishes, when I film this, we haven't restocked it yet. But when this publishes, it will have been restocked. Hopefully it didn't sell out. Hopefully it's still on the website. Go check it out. But we did on Tuesday restock the journal and the markers. And I think we still have some of these pen holders too. So this is a great way to keep your lettering markers with your journal. Anyway, today I'm going to go through every letter or every word that we have for April. I do not suggest doing all of the words at one time. Your hand will hurt. Mine will hurt by the end of this. But you can come back and refer to this video throughout the month when you're working on it if there's a word that you're stuck on. So we're going to start. I just pulled out the page that has the April words, and I'm going to go through every single word. And you can just fast forward, rewind to the words that you need help with. So we're going to start with the word appointment. This is called our midline, and this is our baseline. So if you hear me saying that, that's what it means. So we start at the midline for our A, and we go with an upstroke, then a downstroke, and then an upstroke. And then we start at that midline and we go downstroke, loop up. And then we're going to go downstroke all the way down, and then upstroke, downstroke. And then we're going to pull the tail through. And then we're going to do downstroke, upstroke, downstroke. And then we're going to pull the loop through. Then we're going to go downstroke, upstroke, loop it all the way through. Downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, tail. Sorry guys, I had to go talk to my nanny for a second. Anyway, then we're going to go downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail. And then we're going to take this tail and we're going to go into our E like this and then do a downstroke. And we're going to go downstroke, upstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke. Now we're going to come in here and cross our T's and dot our I. Our next word is deadline. So we're going to go upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail. Bring that tail straight into our E with a downstroke. Upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail. Upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, straight into the L, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, over, just like that. Our next one is meeting. I'm actually going to take this page out of your journal, and I actually suggest doing that because if you are lettering towards the edge and it's in your journal, your hand's just not going to be as smooth as if it could just move across the table. So here we're going to go downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, straight into our E, straight into our E again, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through. Cross your T, dot your I. Our next one is going to be reminder. We're going to go up, loop it through, downstroke, and then we want to go straight into our E. Pretty much anytime you have an E, you want to move straight into your E if you can. Downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, into your E, upstroke, over, downstroke, tail. Next, we have the word errands. So we're going to start and we're going to go over, up, down, straight into our R, and we're going to loop it through, downstroke, straight into our R, loop it through, downstroke, tail. Upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, loop it through, make your S. Next, we're going to do the word notes. So we're going to go downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, into our E, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through. And then we're going to cross our T. Next, we have the word objective. So we're going to go upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, straight into your B, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, downstroke, loop it through, straight into your E, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, and then we're going to connect our E to the edge of this V, like this, and then downstroke. Then we're going to cross our T, dot our I, and our J. Next, we have the word project. So we're going to go downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, downstroke, loop it through, straight into your E, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke. Cross your T, dot your I. Next, we have chore, upstroke, downstroke, straight into your H, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, straight into your R, downstroke, and then you can bring that tail up and then connect the end of that tail into your E like this. Next, we have the word step, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, straight into your E, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through. All right, next we have the word agenda. So we're going to go upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through into your E, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail. Then we're going to do the word work out. So downstroke, upstroke. Sometimes I forget what I'm saying, repeating the same words over. Downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, go straight into your R, and that loop is going to go above the midline, and then downstroke, and then straight into your K, downstroke. And then the bottom of the K is where you can pick up your pen. And then you're going to go upstroke, downstroke, downstroke. And then here, I do my S's like this. Some people will do their S's like this, where you would just kind of bring that into the S. It's kind of up to you which S you like better, but this is how I do my S's. So here, I'm going to start, and my goal is to do the downstroke and make it connect to that K. So I'm going to go upstroke, downstroke, and bring it over, and then loop it around, and then go up and straight into my H. And then upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through. Next, we have the word budget. So we're going to go upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, straight into your E, downstroke, tail, and then cross your T. Next, we have the word pay. So we're going to go downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through. Next, we're going to have the word bill. So we're going to go up, down, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop. Next, we have the word doctor. So we're going to go upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through. I'm doing that thing again where I'm like, what am I saying? Am I saying the right word? Because it feels very repetitive. Next, we have dentist. So we're going to go upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, over into your E, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, and I'm going to connect it to that I, downstroke, tail. Cross my T's, dot my I. And this marker that I'm using, this is the soft tip. That's what the BS here, that tells you it's the soft tip. These pens come in a pack where you get a soft tip and you get a hard tip. See, this one says hard tip. It also has the H right here. The soft tip makes it really easy to have thick downstrokes because it's a soft tip. It's very easy to press down. But it's a little bit harder to have the thin upstroke because you have to really lay off the pressure. This is the opposite. The hard tip makes it really easy to have the thin upstroke, but you have to press down really hard to get the thick downstroke. So I'm going to show you an example. If I was to do dentist with the hard tip, then you're going to be able to see the difference probably pretty quickly, especially in the size of the upstrokes and honestly the downstrokes. You just have to push. I'm not going to be able to fit. But you can almost see like the downstrokes here are much thicker because it's just so much easier to press down. But it gives you a good idea as to which one you should be using based on if you're struggling more with getting, if you struggle with getting a thin upstroke, then I would try the hard tip. If you struggle with getting a thick downstroke, then I would try the soft tip. Just a random little tip. All right, I'm going to turn the page over, and now we're on milestone. So we're going to go downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, into our E, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, and into our E. Milestone. Now we're going to do timeline, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, into our E, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke. I can't fit the E. We're going to have to squeeze it in. I forgot that going this way we have the punches, so I don't have as much space as normal. Next, we have the word routine. So we're going to go upstroke, loop, downstroke, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, into our E. Routine. Next, we have call, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, straight into our L, downstroke, upstroke, straight into our L. Then we have email. So we're going to do our E, and then a dot, and then downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke. I'm running out of room again. Squeeze in the L. All right, next we have the word letter. Upstroke, downstroke, tail, into our E, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke. And then our E, we're going to grab the tail and we're going to come over, up, down, up, straight into our R, downstroke, tail. Cross our T's. Now we have male, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, straight into our L. All right, now we have time off. We're gonna, I think, do it over here. I don't think we can fit it there. So we're gonna go downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, into our E, and then downstroke, upstroke, loop it into your F, and then we're gonna take the tail of the F and we're gonna loop it straight in. Time off. Next we have no work. So we're gonna go downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, straight into your R, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, out. All right, next we have vacation, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, vacation. I think we can fit the word flight over here, so we're going to come back up here and we're going to go up, down, over. F's are one of my least favorite. And then we're going to pull out this tail from the F and go straight into our L. Downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through. Next we have the word hotel. So we're going to go upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, loop it through, downstroke, upstroke, into our E, and down. All right, and next we have the word rental. So we're gonna go upstroke, loop it through, downstroke, tail, into our E, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, tail, downstroke, upstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, into our L, rental. And those are all of our April words. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm just going to write April so that I know that those were our April words. And then I would not suggest doing all of them at the same time like I just did. My hand is aching, and if you are not used to lettering, your hand will definitely be aching. I suggest doing maybe one word a day, writing it a couple of times, and then practicing in different areas. This journal hopefully is still in stock on our website. We did recently restock it this week, so hopefully it's still there so that if you don't have one, you can go grab one. It's a great place to practice your lettering. We also restocked the markers, and I'm pretty sure we still have these pen bands as well, which I love, just keeping my favorite lettering pens in them and attaching it to the journal so that it's always together. If you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button, and happy planning.